Would you spend $2,000 to buy a boyfriend a bag?
Is he my girlfriend?
Well, that's a double standard then, isn't it? You're being a hypocrite.
Okay, I'm dating a man, not a woman. Okay, I didn't sign up to date a woman. If my man asked me to buy him a bag, then it's over.
So you're just a financial abuser.
Okay, so how many men in your life are asking for a Chanel bag?
Probably not as many as you.
Are you calling me a hoe?
Maybe a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nice.
I mean, you did dump a guy because he didn't buy you the $2,000 purse. That's kind of further street behavior.
Oh, okay.
Can we normalize you letting me borrow your husband, and not in that way, you freaking weirdos, but like in the way where you both come over and he helps, you know, hang my TV and lift all the heavy things, and we drink wine at the same time, and I'll make you both dinner, and he can have a beer at the same time too. Like it's a win-win-win-win. But I need to borrow your husband.
But no, dude.
Go ahead, Alex.
No. What? No. What?
No.
No. But this is not that. You didn't sign up for this package.
Right.
No. What?
Right.
What?
Right.
Can I borrow your wife?
Right.
No, we can't. No. No shot.
No, dog.
Find a single guy to do that and make some trade. That's bad. But yeah, make some trades with him.
Yeah.
No. Hey, babe, I'm going to go over to Vanessa's house.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, we're going to drink some wine, and I'm just going to do some chores for her. Okay, cool. See you at 10. No shot.
This is wild.
Here are some great reasons to why women should initiate. Women always talk about how they want those old-fashioned relationships. Well, women used to drop their handkerchief as a way of making a move on a man. He would grab that handkerchief off the ground and chase her down the street and be like, "Miss, you dropped this." And that would get the conversation going. So ladies, make the first move. Next, it's a sign of being confident and self-assured. You're okay with being potentially rejected. That's why you're making the move. It's also exhausting for men to make the first move all the time. So you're making things a lot easier for him, and he will appreciate that. No man is thinking you're easy for making the first move. And when you make the first move, it makes him easy to reciprocate. So you can get effort returned right back to you. And last, but most important, there are a lot of shy men out there who are really intimidated by making the first move. And you might think, oh, well, I wouldn't want to date these guys anyways. Yeah, you probably do. A lot of these shy men are wonderful boyfriends. They just need a little bit of help. And if you're worried about cheating, if he doesn't make a first move on you, and he's so shy he can't make a first move on anybody, he's probably not gonna cheat on you. Just saying.
Once a man is able to tally up the cost of losing his house, losing my pension or my 401k, whatever it is, losing access to that, losing access to stuff that you don't even need to have your hands on. That's when a man says, you know what, maybe a relationship isn't really for me. Maybe I ought to back off and go a different direction. Oh, well, you got to take the leap. I don't actually. And I'm not going.
They be hiding the fact that they hoes because they did it for free.
I didn't say it. She did. Not me. But she. I am just the middleman in this situation. I am just bridging the gap between her video and y'all's phones. I didn't say anything. The video's practically over. I ain't got nothing to say. Because I know how a lot of y'all be saying, I like to take videos and spin them and make them into something that they're not. This time around, I am just a middleman, an innocent bystander to some people. I'm just bridging the gap, that's all. But fortunately for y'all, I ain't gotta listen to shit I'm saying, because I am just a normal guy. Gotta keep the change.
If you act like a people will treat you like a if you dress like a people will treat you like a if you're out here in these streets sleeping with everybody, you will be in a cycle where you are used and rarely do those women get wifed by a high-earning, masculine, high-value man. Men say they want a feminine woman. They want a good woman. A good feminine woman is going to be a mirror for all the ways that that man lacks in his life. A man that is not emotionally mature, intellectually, mentally, spiritually, that is going to be very confronting for him. Some of the best lessons are learned when you lose that thing that you love the most. A man is get the job done, get the job done, get the job done. There's no feel. It's all do. No one is saying, okay, well, how did you feel about that job? I don't know why, especially black women want a finished product. We want the man that makes $5 million a year, drives the Rolls Royce Cullinan, that has the multi-million-dollar house, that has. Well, this is the thing. If he's already accumulated all of these things, then why is it?
Why does he need you?
Why does he need you?
And you have a lot of these modern women that are stunned. They're shocked that a lot of men are opting out of dating. A lot of men are walking away, right? And they often chalk it up to, well, the man is probably heartbroken. The man is probably defeated. He's probably bitter. He's stressed. He's this, he's all of that. But really, I think it comes down to a lot of times, a lot of modern women try to put a lot of pressure on men. They try to make a man feel like he's less than. They try to make it seem like a man needs to put up with their inconsistency. A man needs to put up with their chaos. A man needs to put up with their drama. A man needs to allow them to talk to him crazy and disrespect him. Absolutely not.
Men will keep doing for other people what's appreciated. They need to be appreciated a lot. So much of what stops happening is because we expect them to do it. And so we think they don't deserve appreciation for doing something they just should do. So we don't appreciate them.
Wow. We stop saying thank you.
We stop being thank you. Honey, thank you. Thanks for doing that for me. And this is where we take so many things personally that aren't personal. Like single focus, we take personally. He's ignoring me. No, he's ignoring everything but what he's doing, and he didn't even have to do that. His brain did it for him. But so there's all these things we take personally, and then there's the things we don't take personally. That what they do for us, they do for us. What they do.
A lot of men today, they're not afraid to approach women, but they are tired of the modern dating environment. And society keeps asking, why don't men approach anymore? But almost nobody asks the real question. What happened that made men stop trying in the first place? Because for many men today, approaching women no longer feels exciting. It feels emotionally risky, exhausting, and just sometimes really not even worth it. So let's talk about the real psychological reasons this is happening. I've broken it down in a few parts here. So the first part, men are just tired of disrespect. Most men can handle rejection. Men deal with rejection all the time as a part of life. But the real issue is disrespect. A lot of men feel that modern dating culture treats them like a problem before they even speak.
You know what? We talk about men opting out, not getting married, that sort of thing, because there's like legitimate legal risks to it. You got people out there, men out there, that subscribe to the belief that, hey, I'll be with it. I think I was listening to what's his name on whatever podcast that was kind of saying the same thing, and can't remember his name, his last name, Justin, tall guy, white guy, I think, might be from Louisiana. So I don't even know if he's really white. He might be black, just light skin. I'm just joking. But am I? He grew up around black people, so maybe. Anyway, he subscribes to that belief. I'm not saying don't get married. I'm just saying there's a lot of guys out there that look at the math on that. And they're doing the math and they're trying to figure out, okay, so where do I benefit? What's in it for me? Will you get a companion? Do I really? Do I get a friend, or do I have more responsibility? Do I have another bill? Do I have more stress?
You don't care about mandatory paternity tests. You don't care about paternity fraud. You don't care about suicide rates. You don't care about equalizing hard, laborious jobs outside. You don't want to equalize that. You don't care about what happens to people that are falsely accused, which is almost always exclusively men. You don't actually care about the declining school performance, the rise in ADHD diagnosis, and the psychiatric medication that comes from it. You don't care about the lack of homeless shelters for men. You don't care about the weaponization of the family court, the equal custodial rights, reproductive safe for men, reduction in child support and alimony, pathologizing of just men and masculinity in general, negative attitudes towards even men that want a nuclear family. You don't think or care about any of these things. And I'm not even saying it's just the feminists that don't care about it.
Nobody
I'm
cares.
saying most people who don't do what I do don't care about this at all.
Am I dating this right?
No. Doing this right.
Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Dating advice.
Are there any single Christian men left in the church? I genuinely never see them.
Say, one, if you're a guy that's watching this, and you go to church, or maybe you're in spaces where you're looking for a wife or looking for a girlfriend, don't be afraid to shoot your shot. I know a lot of girls out there who go and they're like, these guys don't want to talk to anyone. So guys, be bold, have a conversation. There's a lot of girls out there who are looking to be talked to and looking to be interested in.
And you know how we know this? We're gonna take this opportunity right now. If you're a single guy or a single girl, why don't you go ahead and throw your name in the chat, in the comment section right now. And if you see someone that looks interesting, send them a little message. Be like, hey, how's it going? Shoot them a DM, and then let's see what happens.
And let us know what happens.
And I think another thing that, kind of confuses men is that a lot of these modern women have a whole checklist of the things that they need you to do. They have a whole checklist of the things that they want you to do. And then when you meet those things, or you're pretty well through that list, like you're checking maybe not every box because nobody's perfect, but a good majority of the boxes. She'll say something like, well, I mean, sometimes she don't even say anything. She just acts disappointed, like, okay, is that it? What else do you have? Like, I expect more out of my man. You know what I mean? And then when he asks, she's like, oh yeah, you're doing great, but I know my friends would do, or my dad would do, or my grandpa, or I've heard stories and tales of my great-great-grandpa, who I never even knew, doing this for my great-great-great-grandmother. So I need you to treat me like that. That's a myth. He never did that. If you go back to her and you ask her actually you can't ask her, because she passed away. Your mother's lying to you. That's a...
Did you do your 10,000 steps yesterday?
No.
To the carpet. Did you do your cardio this weekend? You don't even got a watch on. Get to the carpet. To the carpet. Did you do your cardio this weekend? Why are you looking at your watch for answers?
Adriel took over my treadmill.
Adriel can join you to the carpet. I'm asking you guys to do simple tasks, the bare minimum, but then when it comes to asking for a man, you want the world. How are you gonna want the world? How are you gonna expect the world from a man when you're doing the bare minimum for yourself? Thank you. All I asked from you was 10,000 steps. You couldn't even give me 10,000 steps. And you want a ring. No, you gotta work more for a ring. If he wanted to, he would, right? Exactly, it doesn't even make sense. Let's go. Can you promise me you're gonna commit to this one goal of 10,000 steps?
Yes.
Please. Then we'll ask for commitment from men. Worry about that later. Let's worry about yourself right now. Focus on you, build you to attract the man that you want in your life. That man is on the other side of the 10,000 steps that you do not do. Jennifer, come on.
I just asked a man on a date. I scratched cornea, retainer still in. Fuzzy socks. What was the answer? Absolutely. How am I meeting men? At 10 a.m. in my own house on a Friday morning? Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get about 7 to 8 Doug fir trees. You're gonna plant them in your backyard relatively close to the home, okay? Just like dangerously so. Wait about 100 years. Let those puppies really get up there. Eventually, they will just start decimating your gutter system on their own. Then, you're gonna call. You're gonna be like, bro, you gotta come out now. Who's gonna show up? Mike. Mike's gonna be like, hey, I'm all done. You wanna check it out? Here's where it gets interesting. I go back there, I check it out, I go, excellent craftsmanship, sir. Well done. He goes, yeah, thank you. If you need anything else, give a shout, ask for Mike directly, since I know what's going on. Say less, Mike. I was like, I do have a quick question though. If I were to reach out and ask if Mike was free for a beer sometime, he goes, absolutely. I go, okay, would you want to take my number? Bro, phone's already out.
Ladies, this is what men keep on trying to tell you. If you hit on them, that will be successful 99% of the time. Because even when they are interested in you first, there are multiple reasons why they may not make the first move. But when you do that, you make the first move, you make it crystal clear that that man has the green light. And then that man will be all in. I mean, he will have the date planned even before he pulls out of that driveway.
Modern women continue to screw themselves, really honestly and truly. I don't need a man. He don't gotta buy me this. I buy this for my own self and all that other stuff. You're so loud, you're so boisterous with it, you're so bold, you're so confident with it that the man actually heard you. He really heard you. And when he starts responding to what he heard, all of a sudden it's, well, you didn't have to act like that and you didn't have to do that and I still need you for these things. But you screwed yourself by talking the way that you talk.
Say those things if I don't do anything to you that threatens your life. Guess what? You're broken up with me now, right? Stop being this fucking dramatic. They're fucking filming us. Like, stop. Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Where do I start with this one? Let's unpack this together, shall we? You've got a man sitting down and his woman is literally screaming in his face. He is shaking, literally trembling, and you can see his whole nervous system shutting down. This man is having a nervous breakdown in public, and he's not man enough to tell her to shut up and get her attitude in check. He just sits there and takes it while she verbally abuses him right in front of everybody. Now think about that for a second. If this is what they do in public, what the happens in private? Because if she's comfortable humiliating him like this outside, it's probably 10 times worse at home. This is completely opposite of what a real masculine man and a real feminine woman looks like. Everything is reversed. She's the aggressor. He's the one collapsing. There's no strength in him and no softness in her. Just pure chaos. And like I always say, polarity will always find its way. When you flip the roles like this, the relationship becomes a disaster. This isn't passion. This isn't communication. This is just straight up dysfunction, and you guys need to do better.
How much money should a guy make? How much money in a month?
Me?
The guy, the man.
The man.
How much money?
I don't care if he give me loyalty, happiness, and all of the things. Those things is worth than money.
So how much should a guy make to date you?
I mean, he has to have me on a yacht twice a month, and then if I'm going to be spending time with him, he needs to pay my
rent. Let me buy you a drink.
Sure. She's not interested.
Solo chivas, solo muñecas de la discoteca. Ey, nos vieron pasar y se ponen coqueta. Toda puesta para la plata, puta.
And modern women really they want to go back to the era where men used to beg, men used to yearn a lot more. But, you know, if I don't understand where we're going, if it looks like you don't like me, then what am I begging for? I mean, and even, ladies, you watch movies. You're watching these movies. In these movies, these women are showing some sort of interest. And so they might be giving the man the cold shoulder, but they're still showing some sort of, even if it's just a little bit, that man is looking and saying, oh, so there's a chance. And she might not say one way or another, okay, well, she's not stopping me. Maybe I ought to continue to pursue. But modern women make it very clear today. I said, no, leave me alone, get away from me. That's the end of me chasing. That's the end of me begging. I don't need to go any further.
So me and my husband are in a huge fight right now.
Oh, how original. Someone airing their dirty laundry on social media.
He actually left, and he said he's going to stay gone until I get my act together. So I'm going to tell you what happened, okay?
Okay.
He works like 70 hours a week, okay? And I asked him if we can go out to eat. we went out to eat yesterday, and I asked him again if we go out to eat again. He said that this can't be something we do on a routine basis. And I'm just like, why not?
Well, I can think of multiple very good reasons why a person shouldn't make going out to eat on a regular basis a thing. But let's hear what they have to say.
Why not? When you have the money to do it and you make all that money, why can't we do that? And he says, because we're supposed to be saving.
That's a reasonable response, and it sounds like they have their priorities where they should be.
We're supposed to save? What are we investing in? Why are we saving in the first place?
Well, there is this thing called the future, and a lot of individuals believe in putting money aside in case they need it, or, heaven forbid, saving up so they can actually retire someday.
First of all, what I'm not going to do is sit here and allow someone to tell me what my money, that's my money too, because we're married. I'm not going to allow someone to tell me what my money is going to go towards.
Well, it definitely sounds like someone should, because at least one person in that relationship is responsible enough not to think of just the here and now.
And if he's going to keep it up, then he don't have to come back.
Right. So if they keep being responsible and forward thinking, then someone doesn't want them around. I think they'd be better off.
1,000 single women. So there's a lot of videos going around, people reacting to this woman came on and said she went to, I think they're saying it's a church event. Kind of reminds me of that Union Church event, like maybe a year or two ago when all these single people were on. But why is it always in churches? All right. But anyway, 1,000 single women showed up in 20 or 30 men or something like that. And per usual with these videos, they always talking about, you know, they not surprised the women there because the men are trash, and you know it can't just all be the women and all that. And my real question is, did the men tell you they were coming there? There's a couple of things here. Not saying these women particularly might be those women, but the society and TikTok tells men that they trash and the women don't want them. Y'all want to be with the women, or y'all just want to be with the girls. That's fine. So why would the men have incentive to show up to this event? 2, men have already told y'all they hate these types of events because it's embarrassing. Like they show up, then y'all come on TikTok and make a video just like they happened. And 3, men like guarantees. Where were the guarantees in this? Were they guaranteed to get some numbers? Were they guaranteed to get some ass? Like, what were the guarantees that they would show up to this event? So my thing is not even really blaming anyone. I'm not saying the women deserve to be single. I'm not saying the men are the reason that the women are single. I'm just saying, why do these events keep happening? And 2, who told y'all the men were coming? That's all I'm saying.
A lot of these modern women continue to talk about, oh man, there's too many feminine men. I want a man that has a whole bunch of masculine energy. I want a masculine man. But you guys are not really understanding that with the things that you say, it's not necessarily that masculinity is gone, but masculinity has moved away from you. Masculinity has shifted away from you because you maybe unknowingly have said, I don't want any of that energy around me. That's toxic. So men go somewhere else because you don't even know what you're talking. Well, you know, you don't have to be toxic to be masculine. Exactly. Masculinity by its very nature is not toxic. But because you don't know what a real man is and you don't know what toxicity actually is, then you label what a man is doing because it's not what you want to be done as toxic.
No, this shit's gonna blow me. Because why are y'all always trying to do something with my baby? Why you got all this up here? Why you got all this up here? No, I'm tired of this. Every time you want to do something with my son, this is my baby. I don't care.
Girl, it's his kid too. But you mad because his girlfriend treating the kid right. Girl, this is the reason why men be ghosting y'all. Y'all be too busy with drama instead of worrying about if the kid is happy.
We're finna go. You can go ahead and get this shit together. No, you can go ahead and get this shit together. Who's not touching me? No, he's leaving. So stop trying to take my baby out my hands.
Mad because you ain't got enough money to do it?
It don't matter.
That's some broke ass shit. What is you doing? Dumb ass shit.
All this drama in front of the kid. Girl, grow up. It's a party for your kid, not your ego.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. We're gonna bash them up. Like I said, we're gonna bash them up.
That's why I came over here, just to act like I want to be. I never want to be here. Y'all always trying to throw some shit on my son like he's y'all kid. Fuck this.
Go ahead, take his left back.
You mad because she actually treats your kid right? Girl, you sound crazy as.
That's your son. That's y'all son. The one you got right there,
Go ahead. Take his little dirt ass. We're gonna have the party anyway, with or without. I don't give a fuck. Bye. Lame ass little girl. Y'all, this is my better BM. This how she act. Cause she ain't got no money.
Where's his shoes?
Don't worry about it. Lame ass.
Girl, you just mad because that kid might actually have fun. And you can't stand to see someone else that love him. Classic bitter energy.
So I finally watched the Natalie Nunn and Cam Newton interview, and I must say, all y'all on TikTok are stupid. And at this point, I've come to the conclusion that they don't got their fathers because these baddies need some daddies. How can y'all sit here and say that Cam Newton was manipulating his He couldn't even say a word, and it was his show. So I have a couple things to say pertaining to the interview. And I wrote some notes down, but I don't even think I need my notebook because it's on my brain right now. First and foremost, Natalie Nunn, what the is wrong with you? She is prime example of how just don't know how to shut the up. Like, you weren't doing nothing but being loud and wrong. Talking about money this, money that, money this, money that. All you talked about was money. What else do you have? Do you have substance? Do you have logic? I don't think so, because you didn't use it. You don't even know how to read the room. You over here this is what she did. She was in her car on her way to that interview, and she Googled Cam Newton and was like, let me see what dirt I can get on him, because I know he gonna say something to me, and I need my lick back. You be weird. Natalie, we know you're a hoe. We seen your OnlyFans. You're on all these on OnlyFans. Let's stop acting like your husband and your daughter don't see this. Your daughter's old enough. She got an iPad. The internet is and these kids nowadays are way more advanced than we were as kids. They're nosy as so what you think you're trying to hide, we already know. Talking about Baddies is a show for women empowerment and to help women build confidence and character. Shut the up. How the building confidence and character and y'all ripping out their hair from the scalp on national television? How the are y'all working on character, confidence, and woman empowerment when y'all do nothing but bring down? Make feel like, boy, I'm gonna tell you this, if they ever...
I don't think it can be understated that guys have pretty much had enough. There's a lot of foolishness going on. There's a lot of women doing a lot of stuff. Just chock full of foolishness. And they're thinking, for some reason, that guys are okay with that. They're thinking that men are going to be like, oh yeah, yippee. I love this. I love the way that you're acting. Especially in front of my family and my friends. They know what type of man I am. They know what I stand for. My boss. It literally don't matter who I'm around. The people in my circle that I come in contact with on a regular basis, they know what I stand for. And to have you pulling up acting a fool really does a lot. And it goes a long way to ruin my credibility. But you can guess that most modern women don't care about that. They only care about themselves and what they get out of the deal.